week 2 of our at-home learning. So if you did not do last week's video, go ahead and do that now. I'm going to be building on the skills we did last time. So I've included a link below to a game for note naming, and I'm going to make it a competition. The person who has the highest score from each class, I'll buy you a treat of your choice when we come back to school. You'll see that in this game, it's called Name That Note, there are different levels. Definitely start with beginner. Those are going to be the ones that you should be able to name really easily. As you get into the higher levels, they add what are called ledger lines. So the intermediate level, it has one ledger line. Some of you might have seen the ledger lines below with low C. So it still follows the same rules that we alternate between lines and spaces, and we go in order A, B, C, D, E, F, G, ascending or going up. The ledger line is for when they want to go past just where the five lines of the staff are, then they add a ledger line. So if you add one line above and you have the note floating on a line above the staff, the note on top, let's see, the top line is F, so the next space up will be G, and then we have to start the alphabet over again. So the next line up is A, that note is A. And when you get into the virtuoso level, it'll go even beyond that, and we'll have multiple ledger lines. Get the person who can send me a high score, and if you send me with a screenshot, I'll believe you more willingly, then you are going to get a special treat when we get back to school. Now, we're going to do another recorder lesson, but this recorder lesson, last time we did It's Raining for green belt. Today, we're going to look at our purple belt song, Old MacDonald. Now, most of you should know how this song goes. If you don't, I'm going to sing it for you in just a minute. Old MacDonald has a new note. That note is D. This one is, sometimes I'm going to call it low D. So last time we had E, where we had 1, 2, 3, and we used our right hand to add 2 holes at the bottom. To get D, you're going to cover with your third finger. There's probably 2 holes on your recorder there. Cover both of them with your ring finger. So we have 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Barely blow when you play D. If you blow too hard, you'll squeak. We don't want that. So it's really easy to overblow on D. I do it still sometimes, and I'm a pretty expert recorder player. So make sure you're blowing really light air and covering the holes all the way. D gets tricky. So most of you probably know this song. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O, and on that farm he had some chicks, E-I-E-I-O. With a chick, chick here and a chick, chick there, here a chick, there a chick, everywhere a chick, chick. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. So, you're going to have to be prepared to jump from G to D. That means your right hand needs to be ready. Don't have it hanging out all the way over here or down here. Need to be ready. So make sure your thumb is behind where it's going to be when you play. So start by sitting up, getting your fingers ready where they need to be, and then just barely pick up these ones so that they're still close. All right. The other thing is in that third line. It actually starts at the end of the second line. With a chick, chick here and a chick, chick there. Here a chick, there a chick, everywhere a chick, chick. I need to hear the rhythm of the song. I don't want to just hear G's, G, 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 G. No, I want to hear that. Here, G, 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 G. So that I can hear, here a chick, there a chick, everywhere a chick, chick. All right, I'm going to play through the whole thing. I'm not going to show you my fingers. I'm going to let you look at this. There's going to be a link below to where you can download this image so that you can put it on whatever device you're using, or you can just press pause on the screen and be able to read it there. If you have a computer, it's going to be easier to access on Google Docs. I have all of the Recorder Karate actually on Google Docs for you to download if you have a computer. If not, probably pausing your phone on this will be the easiest way to read it. All right, here I go. If you were listening closely, you might have picked up I did a little squeak in there. It happens. If you ever squeak when you're doing a test for me to try and get your belt, if you fix it right away, if I can tell that you're trying not to squeak, that you know to fix your finger or to blow a little bit less, I'm not going to count you down for that. But if you're just squeaking and I can't tell that you know you're squeaking, then I'm not going to give you your belt. Alright guys, so the other thing I want to talk about with music, so I know that you guys know how much I believe in power music and that it can be a force for change, for protest, for community, any of that. So just so you know, as you guys are moving forward with your project-based learning, you're going to be writing a song as a part of that. And for this, I want you to kind of think. It's going to be a kind of a deep thinking thing, so it might be a little challenging. It might not be for some of you. It's just going to be a little different. Thinking about the role of music in your life, and especially since we're all quarantined pretty much, that we're kind of isolated, but we're still using music to connect. So I used this time, I actually, for the first time ever, you guys know about my fiance, he and I actually played some saxophone duets together because we were kind of cooped up in the house, and so we decided to play some music together as kind of a bonding experience, which was really fun. I am not much of a saxophone player, but I did my best, and I'll show you a little clip of it here. And the other thing, people are using music in all sorts of different ways. So some of you might have seen, like, there were things that people are releasing new albums, sometimes for free, sometimes they're releasing movies for, like, straight onto streaming instead, so that people don't have to go to the theaters. There's been a whole bunch of things, like people streaming live concerts, which is really cool. So on St. Patrick's Day, the Dropkick Murphys did one. The opera has been streaming their stuff. They're just trying to make it so that people have things to get through. So I included a link below to a little New Yorker video article about what people in Italy are doing. So Italy has been hit really hard by this virus, and they've been under much stricter lockdown, so they haven't been allowed to leave for much more than we have, and so people have been sitting on their balconies and making music, and so I included a link to that below. I want you to think about how you can use music to connect, whether that means you're making a duet on TikTok with your friends while you're gone, like that's still, you're doing something that's connecting you through music, even though it's not like the formal music that you know that I do with you guys. It's still music, and it's still part of being human. And so I'd love for you to watch the link below. If not, like, let me know how you're using music. What are you just like getting stressed out and putting in your AirPods or your headphones and listening to music? Are you practicing recorder? Are you doing things with your family around music? Are you using music from your church? Let me know what you're doing, either in Class Dojo or send me an email. I really miss you guys. I'd love to hear how you're doing. Yeah, keep up your good spirits. No, I know this is weird. There are people who are scared. There are people who are so just excited to be off school. Either way you're feeling is fine, and anything in between. Like, just know we still got each other. I miss you guys. I care about you all. Let me know that you're okay, and I hope you click the link below. Alright, I'll see you guys later. Bye.